What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. I want to thank you guys for the incredible support on this channel, on this series. At the time of recording this video, we've just hit 200,000 subscribers. Unbelievable, unbelievable. For those of you that don't know, because you're just here for Road to Glory, I made this channel to be like a second gaming channel, somewhere where I can put vlogs or where I can put like the show, which was the most failed podcast in the history of failed podcasts. It was actually brilliant for the few episodes that we got up. It just didn't last, which is a shame. Maybe it's something we'll look back to in the new year. I was going to put app games on here, Football Manager, just basically anything other than FIFA. What quickly happened was that the Road to Glory last year on my main channel wasn't doing so great. It wasn't, people just weren't interested in Road to Glories. I don't know why, it just wasn't really something that was very much wanted. So I thought to myself, why not throw it onto the second channel? For those that do want to watch it, they can, and for those that don't, hey, that never mind. You know, that at least they're not being forced to watch it on the main channel. And then what quickly happened was a cult following for the Road to Glory just started piling up, and we went from getting like 30,000 views a Road to Glory to 40,000 views to 50,000 views to now anywhere between like 80 and 120,000 views per video, and that is spectacular. And I just have you guys to thank for it, because without you guys, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be living in the house that I'm living in, being able to provide for my family. And I think it's important to let you know how much you mean to me just by watching, watching my videos. I was talking to this about Nick and NepentheZ the other day. It upsets me to know that so many people try and reach out through Xbox, through Twitter, through comments in the video, through Twitch, and they never get a reply. Like, it pains me that I can't reply to everyone. Just know that. Know that if I've never ever responded to you, it's not something that it's not because of you. It's just because there's so many people that ask questions and want, or like reach out and want a reply and want a response, that I simply can't reply to everyone. But know that each and every one of you is appreciated to the max. On that note, there was a comment in a couple videos ago that said, from Lewis JM, says, "Are you going to do anything for 100 episodes?" I'm not going to do anything for 100 episodes, and I'm not going to do anything for 200,000 subs, just like I didn't do anything on my main channel for 1 million subs or 500k subs or 250k subs. And the simple reason is because I'm not a channel that has special things. Like, when you look at like the Sidemen, they're a collective of incredible human beings that are known for going the extra mile and being extravagant, right? That's just not me. That's not to say I don't go the extra mile, but I just go the extra mile in a different way. Like, you know, I put out a lot of content for what I think is good content. For me to make a special episode would require so much time invested in that I would have to stop uploading to do it, and I just don't want to do that. So don't take it as a slight. Don't be like, oh my god, it doesn't care about his fans and no special videos, because I don't have a special video. Like, there's no idea for a special video. Like, I don't even know what I would do for a 100th episode. What would I do? Because if it's something like maybe put your best bits in, that means I'd have to go back through and watch 100 episodes of 20 to 40 minute long videos and then find the best bits and condense them into a watchable video. That would take days and days and days, and I just don't have the time. I hope you guys can understand and appreciate that. If any of you guys, however, if there's any fans out there that have like copious amounts of time on their hand and want to help out and want to go through videos and pick best bits, feel free to do it. You know, there's no reason if you have the time, if you have the energy, if you have the want, and you want to go and do that, if you can use it in a school project or a college project or something, feel free, go nuts, man. Like, do what you need to do whatever you want to do. But just know that you'll figure out pretty quickly how difficult it is to place everything together, because it's a lot of content that I upload. It is a lot of content. I know that. I know I put out a lot, and that honestly, it makes me like wonder why are you here? Why me? You know, like all I do on Road to Glory is play games, do a few squad builder challenges and open some bronze packs. It's nothing that special. I don't understand why you pick me over all the other YouTubers. I've mentioned it before. or over all the other people in the world. And I know you all probably watch more than one YouTuber at once, but yeah, I don't know why me, but I am very grateful. So that's why I didn't do it. I'm not doing anything for 100 episodes. Wawa FIFA 16 says, why am I better in Weekend League than in Division 1 when Weekend League is supposed to be elite players? The theory behind that is like, to get into a Weekend League, you just have to win 4 games in a row. You could be very lucky and come up against 4 average players, 4 players on the same sort of skill level as you. You could have, you could come up against 3 easy players, and in a tough game, you could just get lucky, a lucky goal, a lucky deflection. Your opponent could get a silly red card early on. You could end up, grinding out to penalties and winning on penalties. I think it's easier personally to qualify for the Weekend League than it is to get in Division 1. Like you, and you can see here, I'm creating a lot of chances in these games, which is why I'm showing all the match stats. I'm creating a lot of chances from really good areas on the field, and I'm unable to take them. If I created these same amount of chances in Weekend League, the likelihood is I'm going to come out on top on a lot more games, just because I think the caliber of player in the Weekend League is not as good as the caliber of player in Division 1. I also believe, I would say your average Weekend League person is probably a Division 3 or Division 4 player that has managed to qualify through the tournaments. So when you're in Division, I just genuinely believe Division 1 is harder than Weekend League, and that's me after playing 6 Division 1 runs and after playing 12, 13, maybe 14 Weekend Leagues. I'm quite confident in my opinion that the Weekend League is far easier than Division 1. It's just whether again, a lot of it comes down to luck. Like, are you lucky enough to get an opponent that's not very good, or are you unlucky and you get good opponents every single time? It's a lot of FIFA is about luck, decision making, matchmaking, choices, whether or not you get fortunate bounces your way or not. There's just so much involved in it in that manner. Christian Leronimo says, is anyone else wicked sad for the days when Nep says, I'm out, peace for the last time? I picked this comment because it's interesting to me. Wicked sad is a great saying, by the way. I think that's fantastic. But I've thought many times about the last time I'll upload and why will it be the last time I'll upload. And I'm not planning on stopping uploading anytime soon. But you never know what's going to come up in life. You never know what just hits you out of nowhere. And for those of you guys that know, I'm currently in legal situation with the Gambling Commission regarding Foot Galaxy. I can't talk about it yet. It will be resolved on February the 6th. And I don't know what's going to happen after that. I don't know where that's going to go. I literally don't know what's going to happen. You guys have shown incredible support throughout. And with that in mind, I would assume that no matter what the outcome is, I would be able to continue on with my YouTube career, but you just never know what's going to happen. So with that in mind, and the fact that I am one of the older YouTubers, I'm one of the older generation of YouTubers, there's not many gaming YouTubers as successful as me that are older than me. Off the top of my head, because of the communities that I'm involved in, I can't think of any. I'm sure there's probably a Minecraft YouTuber or a GTA YouTuber or something that is older than me on YouTube that is far more successful. I know there's quite a few streamers that are in their mid-30s that get crazy views, but there is no precedent set for someone my age playing FIFA. And you probably think, oh, what do you mean your age? I'm 32 years old, I'm 32 years old. That's 5 years ago, if you would have said you're a 32-year-old entertaining, young adults on FIFA, I'd have been like, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound like a job that can be a job. But today's age, the social media bubble is ever expanding. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, whatever social media platform you use, it's just growing and growing and growing. So with that in mind, I don't know at what point am I too old? At what point am I too old? At what point do you guys decide, why am I watching this 32 or 33 or 34-year-old play FIFA? Let's go and watch someone a little more, within my age bracket, because it's weird, isn't it? It is weird, and I understand that it's weird. I get that it's weird. I never thought in my life that if I was 17, 18, 19, which is around the age group of most of the people that watch me, 18, the 18 to 30 category is my most viewed category. It's 50% of my viewership. So I never thought when I was 18, I would have never sat there thinking, you know what I'd like to do today? I'd like to go and watch a 32-year-old play FIFA. I just never thought that would be a thing. But for so many of you guys, that's a thing. And that's crazy. It's honestly, it's so weird. It's so strange that that is where we're at. And so I do sit there and think, at what point do I become too old for this? At what point do I have to turn around and say, okay, game over. It's time to finish. For me, it's no time soon. I don't feel like I'm 32 years old. I feel like I'm in good health. Not that a 32-year-old would ever be in bad health, but I feel young for my age. You know, it's weird. As cliche as that is, if I didn't know how old I was, and you asked me based on the people that you know in your life and the things that you've done in your life, how old do you think you are? I would probably guess that I was like 26 or 27, right? Mid to late 20s, that's kind of where I'd guess. And that's probably because of the fact that I associate myself with a lot of younger generation on a day-to-day basis, and I play video games on a day-to-day basis. It probably keeps the mind young, which obviously I'm very happy with, but don't get me wrong, it's not lost on me how bloody weird this is. Saying that, a lot of the content creators that I prefer to watch are of an older generation. A lot of the Diablo guys that I watch are quite old. There's a Path of Exile guy that I watch that must be in his 40s. Like, you know, he just looks old. He might even be in his 50s and be looking good, but he's old. You know, the FIFA streamers that I watch, Castro's like, what, 33, 34 now? He is old as hells. And Nick is in his 30s as well. So, like, the entertainers that I watch are old. And something that still a lot of people don't know, and is always surprising when I mention it, but I'll mention it again, is Zwayback is going to be 32 years old in January. How crazy is that? If you said to me, how old do you think Zway is? I would have said maybe 24, 25 at most. The dude is 31 years old. He's brilliant. I love him. But in general, like my core group of YouTube associates / friends / buddies, pals, brothers from another mothers. Like, you've got Bateson, who's like 28 or 29. Fangs I think she's like pushing 40 now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she's up there. Marshall is 27 now, I believe. J-Tunes is 32. A9 Skills is 28, I think. Mini Minter is like 24 or 25. Like Zerka as well, the same age. Like these are the kind of people that I talk to on a day-to-day basis. Itani is 27 as well, I think, or maybe 28. Like, so I talk to an older generation of people, which makes it like a lot easier to remember that this is like, age doesn't matter. But I know it is a thing, and it's weird. Age is so weird, isn't it? It's weird. But anyway, in terms of like the last time I say I'm out, peace, or the last video I do, like, I don't know when it's going to be or why, because like I've talked to my girlfriend about this like at length, right? And if I were to, like, let's say in the next 3 years I made enough money to set me up for life, like literally never have to work a day again. I don't know if that's ever going to be the case. Probably not, like, because money comes, money goes, right? But let's say I get to a position where I never have to work again, and so I'm like, okay, I'm going to stop doing YouTube now. What would I do? Like, this is my life. I love playing games. Like, obviously, I've got a family and friends, and if I stopped YouTube, I'd be allowed, I'd be able to give more time to the people that I love. But in general, like, for me, for my leisure time, for my day-to-day thing, what would I do if I'm not doing YouTube? I'd just play video games. And if I'm playing video games, like in my leisure time, again, not obviously, I wouldn't be like, oh, forget about my daughter, let's play games. I'd be like, you know, when she's gone to bed, I play games. Why not turn that into a YouTube video? So I don't know when this is going to end. Who knows? I might be like the first 50. Like, imagine like what we at now. We're at FIFA 17. Imagine like FIFA 30 in 13 years when I'll be 45 years old. Imagine if I'm still sitting here, fucking pack opening. Yes. Who would it be? It'd be like 99 rated Theo Walcott, 99 rated Jack Wilshere, because obviously the best players in the world. But yeah, that's an interesting question, man. That's an interesting question, and definitely something that I have considered, something I've thought about, and something that I don't know what's happening with it. Because you never know. YouTube, something may go wrong with the platform, the advertising, the like with Google. Like, you just never know what's happening and when. And in 6 months' time, I could be sitting there going, God, that was a good run while it lasted, because Google decided that they don't want to put any more ads into YouTube. Who knows? You never know. You never know. NixYem23 says, in my opinion, the SBCs have been easier leading up to Christmas, such as Isco and Chadley, compared to how much others as Dembele or Fekir have been beforehand. Yeah, I think EA realised quite quickly that they had hugely overpriced the SBCs. It seems like what they've done now is one relatively easy one like kind of mid-range one, and one quite expensive one, and that was true with that you know, that Isco, Chadley, and whoever the third one was expensive, right? So I guess they've recognised that. As you guys can see, I did the Emre Can SBC. The reason why I did him is because his card looks ridiculous. He's got better stats than Inform Kante and better stats than Nemanja Matic. So I thought, why not grab him up? Why not get him and put him into the team and see how it goes? Alec Barnes says, Nep, I was just wondering, do you listen to music while playing FIFA or listen to the in-game stuff? Keep up the great work. I almost never listen to the in-game sounds. Almost never. Which is interesting, because when I talk to AA about it, he only listens to the in-game sounds because it feels it helps him focus a lot more, especially for Weekend League. For me personally, I literally almost never listen to I will only turn the in-game sounds on if I can see someone's little microphone thing by their head, because then I want to hear if they're talking shit about me or if they're a fan. Like, if they don't, you know, some people just don't know who I am, right? So sometimes they just get on the mic and they're like, screw you, talk, yeah, screw you, sweaty player, bad player, this, that. And I love that, absolutely love that. So I turn it on for that. Otherwise, I don't even really listen to music. I would probably listen to a lot more music if I didn't sit in a call with Bates and Marshall and those guys. But I sit in a call with those, which means I usually have those and a stream as my background, basically. I watch a lot of streams. I don't really particularly watch YouTube too much these days, just because it doesn't accommodate the kind of content that I like. Like the videos that I watch at the moment, I don't watch Nick's Poor Man's Road to Glory on YouTube, because I usually watch it on his stream. I will watch Lasty's Road to Glory, and I'll watch Fuji's Road to Glory from time to time. And I watch AA's Foot Champs videos, because he's obviously amazing at FIFA and I want to get better at FIFA. And I try and steer clear of Bates in his channel, because Bates, you know. Yeah, I don't really watch YouTube much personally myself, so I'll constantly have streams on, and I don't watch streams of just one game. And something, actually, let's talk about this, because I play COD from time to time, right? Usually when the new game comes out, I'll spam play it and then I'll stop playing it until another new game comes out. But I play COD, I play Diablo, I play League of Legends, I played Overwatch, I played Battlefield. Every time I'm playing another game, if somebody in the game recognises me, they will always feel the need to message me and tell me that I should go back to FIFA. And if I ever tweet out that I've played a different game, people message me like, how about you just jump back on FIFA, lad? This isn't your game. And it's like, wait, what? Am I not allowed to play other games because I'm a FIFA YouTuber? So it's really weird when like I'll be in like some random stream. Like there's this Diablo streamer that I watch and I'm subscribed to, and I resubscribed to him a few weeks ago for like, I think it was like my 8-month sub. And one guy in the chat knew who I was and was like, oh my god, like why are you watching him? Well, excuse me for enjoying other bloody games. Like, FIFA isn't my life. Like, obviously it is mostly my life, but when I like to unwind and relax, I like to play other games. And yeah, like, so if you ever see me on another game, don't tell me to go back to FIFA, because that's just rude. Interestingly enough, I played more COD and Gears of War and games like Civilization up until the point that online gaming became a success, because that's when I went to FIFA. And I even played more PES than I did FIFA back in the day. PES 6, like, fantastic game. When online gaming really started becoming like a big thing in sort of like FIFA 11, that's when I started being a hardcore dedicated FIFA player. But even then, I would still play Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops in absolute copious amounts. I would probably say, discounting the last 3 years, because I've been like mainly heavily FIFA driven, because that's when I became a full-time YouTuber. Discounting the last 3 years, I've probably played more COD and Diablo and League of Legends, and almost definitely like games like Civilization and Minecraft. I used to play the crap out of Minecraft. I've played those games more, way more than I ever played FIFA. So it's weird for me when people are like, oh my god, you like a different game? Yeah, I do. I like lots of different things. I'm not just a one-dimensional robot that only uploads FIFA, and stop pigeonholing me. Jamie Kelly says, notification squad, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Nep, what SBC do you think is most worth it? In terms of the daily ones that we've been seeing, any SBC that is a huge upgrade on his base cards that is relatively cheap is worth it. Emre Can is worth it. I felt like Mario Gaspar and Kazawa were worth it. They both had really nice upgrades and were quite cheap. In terms of like just the general ones, any SBC is worth it if it offers a pack reward and you can do the SBC for less than the pack reward would cost you. So if the SBC is offering you a 15k pack and you can do it for 12k or 10k or 8k or 2k or 1k, that's worth it because you are just getting value for money. Yes, some people might say, but if you just didn't buy the pack in the first place, then you don't lose the 8,000 coins, you don't gain the 15k pack, and you are overall better off unless you make that money back from the pack. And I would agree with that kind of like look and thought process. But yeah, I just think any SBC that you can do for less than the value of the reward you're getting for the SBC is worth it. And that's the same with like the purple Hazard and the purple Costa, the blue Lacazette. Like if you can get the next purple card, whoever it may be, if you can get that person for cheaper than their most recent current inform, I would say do it. That makes it more worth it. Just because that's obviously how it works out. Shane Dagornet says, hey Nep, what do you think about Dembele? I'm not sure if I should buy him. Keep up the great work. Many greetings from Stuttgart. So Dembele, guys, I don't know if you're talking about the SBC Dembele or not, or if you're talking about the one to watch Dembele or something. But there's obviously quite a few Dembeles. I don't think the one to watch Dembele or that inform is good enough at this stage in FIFA. His shooting is a little lacking. Yes, he's got good pace and dribbling, decent passing, but in the position that I would use him in specifically as a right forward, my forwards need to have high shooting ability. Otherwise, they just don't cut the mustard for me, right? So if you're talking about Ousmane Dembele, I don't think he's worth it at this point. If you're talking about Moussa Dembele, I think his SBC card would be worth it if you had the coins available to just get him. But overall, I think there are better options. You know, it is a great looking card. Don't get me wrong. And you probably say like, oh, you got Chadley and you got Emre Can, but those were respectable prices for quality players. I think that Dembele was a little bit priced out for most people. But I think he's a good player, really, and thank you for the message. Kirk Kamar, I don't know if I said that right. He says, hi Nep, watch your Road to Glory every day. I appreciate that, bro. I played a match and lost 4-2, and I asked my opponent what division he was in. He was in Division 1. I am in Division 1. EA, what are you doing? That's his message. He literally says, I played a match and I lost 4-2 and I asked my opponent what division he was in and he was in Division 1. I am in Division 1. EA, what are you doing? Fancy that, dude. Fancy that. Imagine EA getting a Division 1 player and matching them up with a Division 1 player. Oh, what are they... When will it stop, EA? When will the madness stop? It's getting beyond the joke now and you gotta... I don't know, man. John Hurley says, yo, Nep, what's your opinion on Gorilla's statement about informs ruining your team? Do you agree or disagree? He believes a chem glitch may be in this FIFA too. The thing about the chem glitch is, EA are giving such heightened informs to regular cards that, like, I wonder, like, are they doing that because they're worried that people might figure something out again? And then if they do, then, like, the upgrades are so heavy that it makes the informs still better than the base card no matter what. So that thought has crossed my mind, I'm not going to lie. In terms of informs ruining your team, obviously Gorilla's a better player than me, right? Like, miles better than me. He's one of the best players, if not the best player in Ultimate Team in the world right now. And, you know, his thoughts and the way he feels hold some weight. The only thing I'll say is this. I think what people think, and this isn't just to Gorilla, I think just in general, I think what people think about informs is far overestimated than what they're actually getting from the inform. So when a player has, let's take there's not much time left on this video, so I'm gonna have to be quite quick about this. Let's take a BPL inform. Let's take Kyle Walker, right? So Kyle Walker has obviously an 81 card and an 84 card. On that card, he has 2 more pace, which is going to be almost not noticeable because he's already so fast with 90 pace, and if you have an anchor chem style on him, he's already going to be up at like 97 or 98 pace. So it's going to be a situation where you can absolutely barely tell a difference in his pace. He then has 78 dribbling compared to 73, and again, with a fullback, why is dribbling important? What do you do with your fullback? You either clear it or you pass it off to a winger or to a midfielder. Very few people do I see bombing up and down the field with their fullback trying to weave in and out of players and score goals. So dribbling is going to be irrelevant with someone like Kyle Walker. His shooting is 70 compared to 63, and again, you're going to hit a shot with Kyle Walker 1 in 10 games. Not only is the difference going to be non-noticeable, you're not even going to know how it would be noticeable in the first place because of how little you shoot with him. His passing goes from 80 to 72, but because of the way the passing mechanics work in this game, in my opinion, that's not even a huge upgrade. Because passing is so like limited in what it does. It's like short passing, if you've got the right pass option on, and because someone like Gorilla is so good, he always knows where the right pass is, he could have a player with 50 passing and make it seem like he has 99 passing just because of how good he is. You then look at defending and physical, and they've only been bumped up by 3 defending and 3 physical. So when you look at the overall card and you try and take into consideration, okay, how good is this really compared to its regular card, the difference is nearly unnoticeable. So, and that's in like real world. So when somebody says, they ruin your team, I just think that they think that, okay, I had regular Kyle Walker, now I've got inform Kyle Walker, never going to concede again. And that's just not reality. The reality is you're still playing against people with good players and good teams and that are good players, to the point where 1 inform or 2 informs or 3 informs or 5 informs aren't going to be the difference of you being a mediocre player playing okay to being, oh my god, I've got some informs, I'm now the world's best player. That's not how FIFA works. So I would disagree that informs ruin your team. I think it's a placebo thing. I just think people overestimate the value that an inform actually gives. With that being said, guys, this is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.